What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video. That's right, we got a lot to talk about. First off, wanted to do a quick apology. My mistake yesterday. It was 12 a.m., so midnight, when I recorded my last video. I spoke about a materia upgrade that may happen with a weapon upgrade. I was on crack, really. Not real crack, obviously. Fictitious. I'm crazy crack. Yeah, it's a material. So I don't know why. I think the reason why I read materia is when I was looking at that picture in my Discord, somebody was talking about adding a materia slot. For some reason, that started kind of jumbling into my vocabulary, and I used that incorrectly. So I'm going to show you guys the correct version of things and talk about it now that it's early in the morning. My kids are out the door. It is March break. Also, real quick update on Rebirth. I am on chapter 12 now. Man, oh man, what a game. What a game. I do want to do like a quick overview of the game when I'm done. There's only 14 chapters in the game. I do want to talk about it and the impact it's had on me as a long-time Final Fantasy fan and where it ranks in terms of the Final Fantasy games I've ever played. I have to say it's been just beyond words at the moment with what they've done with the storyline and the changes they made. Some good, some bad, and I want to break that all down without giving any spoilers away, obviously. I'll just touch on some points, but overall I do want to give a conclusion when I'm completing the game. So hopefully within, I'd say the next week, I'd probably be done, and then I'm going to go back and try to 100% some of it if I can. Not all of it, because I don't have that kind of time, but let's talk about Ever Crisis, because that's kind of what we're here for. First off, notices. Let's talk about a few things. So, dungeon event coming up. This one was kind of a surprise. I did not expect to see the element that's going to be involved, and it just shows only one element. But anyways, they are actually adding mithril ore back into the total score reward, which is really good, because what they're trying to do here essentially is push everybody to get level 90 weapons at this point. Like, that's what they want to allow people to do, because level 100 probably and up is going to require some of the newer mithril ingots that are available, right? So don't forget about those. So tallying will be conducted, same thing. So this is going to start March 13th, which is tomorrow, actually, and going to go till March 20th. I'll usually do my usual run, right, with a win team, etc., just to show you guys what I end up getting from a score perspective. Probably do a second run with the score plus boost, and then that probably will be it. I'm not really big about these, to be quite honest. Like, I'll give you guys my version of the runs. They usually top 100. And then I don't really go crazy about like getting into like top 30, 40, 50, etc. Right? I don't have the kind of time to just sit there and just keep redoing these. We all got lives, right? So to me, I just want to get the rewards and I'm out. So mithril has been added. Now the big thing here is during the result tally, we'll be take measures to exclude players using illicit methods to cheat. Cheating is detected during the event and during tallying. We may take measures such as suspending the relevant accounts, which is, I think, really important, obviously. So how to play the usual stuff, right? Jump in, do your thing. You can see mithril has been added here. Blue crystals, of course, are still available. You get yourself the factory sigil, and then the information is wind. Wind, just wind, not a secondary element, just straight up wind. That's all they're gonna do. So if you're like me, and if you did the Yuffie banner, you might be in a good spot. If you've got Sephiroth obviously built up and you've got him with his outfit, you're probably in a good spot. So this shouldn't be a very difficult dungeon for you if that's what you've been focusing on for at least a little bit of time. Now for Yuffie specifically, I am a couple points away from getting her OB3 for her wind weapon. I've got the diner tray at OB2 at the moment, right? So that will take me fairly far. I do have Sephiroth's Dark Heavens at OB4, so that will help as well. I don't have his costume, but we'll work around that. That's not a big deal. And then, of course, building around another, I have a Aurora level 5 with magic. So we'll see how much magic versus physical is going to work here. It may play some sort of a factor, but wind is the effective element that's coming up. So something that's obviously very important, okay? Double summons, we talked about this. It's you know, again, we checked out the video. You can check it out again on the last one to see what it kind of looks like, but it will be Ifrit and Bahamut. Now, again, my biggest concern, of course, was going through the actual battle. If I go to solo contents, for example, and I go to the summon quests, I'm not sure whether we're going to see them here or if it's going to be, you know, a new area altogether. I think there's a lot of space right here that's missing, if you see my mouse is. So they probably will add it here, and you're probably going to see Ramu and Shiva here as well too, as soon as that drops. So that's exciting. I think that, for me personally, is way more exciting than the dungeon ranking. Although dungeon rankings are fantastic for blue crystals, and we're definitely in dire need of that right now. So that's going to help quite a bit. So that's obviously a big one. We talked about that already as well too. The weapon maximum level increase. This is kind of the one I want to touch upon again, okay? So this was added on March 12th at 1 a.m. The title of the note was previously displayed incorrect information. It has been corrected. So let's kind of see what they've done here. As of March 13th, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the maximum level will be increased. Along with the maximum level increase, the following things have been added. Level unlock material. God damn it, Payne. Learn to read. Material additions. Now, I said this as jokingly in my last video on my comment section. I pinned it. It's not my fault. The word material in the past on Twitter was used as materia. They were hand in hand. I was obviously joking. That was just my mistake. I made an issue with that. So new premium quest where you can obtain the new level unlocked materials will be added March 13th. Please note that if you play the other premium quest between March 13th, 1 p.m. and 6:59 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Times, it will affect the number of times you can take on the new premium quest. So make sure you guys save those for the new ones. So very important, guys, okay? So 10 p.m. So 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., sorry. It will affect the number of times you can... What does that mean? Does that mean we shouldn't do them? So I'm not going to touch the premium. I usually do all my premium quests in the morning. I'm not touching them today. That's today? Tomorrow. I can do them today. Okay, phew. I can do them today. So tomorrow, guys, you may want to hold off on doing your premium quest. I think that's what it says. Will affect the number of times you can take it. It looks like it's telling you not to do them that day. I imagine that's what it's trying to tell you, right? So there you guys go. So now the real question becomes, what do we do in terms of upgrading? Do you focus on upgrading your old weapons? Do you save for new weapons? Like what's going to be the requirements, and how much is it going to cost us? I think it's going to cost an arm and a leg personally. I could be wrong. I think they are prepping us with the proper tools to get at least one or two of these done. And then I think going forward, it's going to hurt quite a bit. I think for free to play, especially in the beginning, it's going to be very difficult to get these resources, because I'm going to assume they're going to use this as a tactic to make some money off of their whales. So you're probably going to see a lot of packages with these new mithril items or mithril ingots, and you're probably going to see quite a few of these nanocubes and all these other extra materials sold in a package for whales. And then I think for free to play, we're probably not going to have access to them for quite some time. And we're going to have to be diligent about where we spend it. Now, I did mention, I really do hope that if they're smart, and they are fairly smart, that in the exchange section, they add these new material for everybody to be able to purchase, not in co-op, but in crisis metals. Again, we've got an abundance of these kicking around here. And quite honestly, the only thing worthwhile right now is, of course, the breaches, if you got them, the mithril, and then the Buster Sword on a monthly basis. We're getting way more than this amount every month, so we should have a way to actually spend on this. So there you guys have it. The brand new dungeon ranking is coming out. Mithril is being added to it. Wind, get your wind teams ready. I'll put out a guide when it's out to give my free-to-play version of the event. I'll put my wind team together and show you guys how I built it, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.